I don't know. I might come, I might go, I don't know. I know someone's gonna call me. That's why I start my intro. That's why I start my intro. Every time I flicking start to record, niggas calling me, right? Hello. Alright guys, welcome to today's video. And we are going to be putting the PI heads on the non-PI 4.6 motor. So let's get into today's video. Alright, so before we actually get into it, I want to bring something to you guys' attention, something that I've actually been dealing with behind the scenes, and I don't want to concern you guys too much, but this is actually something I've been dealing with my entire life, and I just want to bring it to you guys because I don't want you to be like, you know, why is he acting different, or why is he behaving different, or, you know, he's not looking as peppy as before, or, you know, he's looking sad or depressed. We all go through things differently in life, and pretty much I'm going through something that, like I said, I've been dealing with my entire life, and it usually happens like right after I come from getting my hair cut, because I mean, one person really can't deal with looking this goddamn good. God damn, nice hair, look clean away. I know I had y'all concerned just now. Alright, so what we actually gonna be doing is we have the block behind me, right there. I think it's right out the shot, but we have the block behind me right there. I actually want to approach this a bit different from how I did it with my motor. I painted my block with like the head on it. I actually want to clean off the block, just the surface where the heads are gonna go. Wipe down the motor, do the primer, do the paint without the heads on it, without the timing kit, without anything on it. I want to just do the block first. But today, hopefully, I'm going to be washing and cleaning every single part that has to go on this motor and painting them. And hopefully, well, not hopefully, if I get those heads today, I'm putting it on that motor. So no time to waste. That'll be one car I could actually get out the shop once it gets running. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. So yeah, we're going to get this block out the shop, have it prepped for the heads, have it primed and painted before the heads even get here. When the heads get here, we're gonna slap those bad boys on, and we are going to, what the hell do you call it? And we are going to be talking those heads down. So yeah, let's do that stuff. Let's do that. Alrighty, so we have the motor nice and primed. Definitely looks a lot better already. But definitely this block wasn't the best, and she had a lot of flaking on her. Primed the entire thing. Just gotta wait for it to dry now, and then we're gonna be putting the color on it. I think I'm gonna do the block blue, a navy blue color, and then I'm gonna do the valve covers like a gold, but I didn't pick out the color scheme. The owner actually did, so it still should look good because it's gonna be like blue at the bottom. The heads are gonna be that machine color. The valve cover is gonna be that that blue color, and not the valve cover, the timing cover is gonna be blue. The block's gonna be blue. It's gonna match pretty well. The gold is gonna go on like some of the pulleys and the valve cover itself. So we're gonna do some nice accents with it, and it's gonna look really good once we're done. But like I said, I'm gonna let this dry, then we're gonna be applying the blue that's gonna go on the block. So the block is painted. It looks so freaking good. This color, it's not that like Ford blue. It's like a navy blue. And I have the multi-layered steel head gaskets on. Have it on this side as well. So pretty much the block is done. That's all I can do for the block right now until I get the heads back. So I'm gonna get the water pump, the crank pulley, the oil pan. I'm gonna put some water, joy, and the grease in a bucket. I'm gonna scrub them. Everything I'm gonna be painting, I'm gonna start washing up, and I'm gonna start priming them and painting them so that when the heads get here, we put the heads on, we time the motor, and we put everything together. And hopefully by the end of today, we'll have this motor back together and it'll be completely PI head swapped. We have the oil pan, timing cover, alternator, crank pulley, valve covers, and the water pump. That's what I'm going to be painting. We have some joy and water. I have some degreaser, some purple blaster. Gonna spray these things down with some purple blaster, let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes so you get as much of that oil off as possible. That's how we're gonna get a good finish on our paint. And then once everything is painted, hopefully I should have the heads by then for the motor. Put the heads on, time the motor, roll it over a few times just to make sure that everything is good with it and we're not hitting any valves and anything like that. And then we should be putting this motor together for the final time. Alright, so we have everything washed and degreased. I'm going to try to prime at least the timing cover and probably the oil pan, stuff that I can see like rust on. So I'm going to prime them and then we're going to start the painting process. Once everything is done painted, I'll already receive the heads. Then we'll install the heads on the motor and then put the entire, we're going to time it and then put the entire motor back together. So I have all the parts, the valve covers, crankshaft, alternator, water pump, all of them painted gold. I have the oil pan painted blue, the timing cover right here. Let me see if I can get some light in here. Timing cover painted blue. Now it's time to torque down these heads. The heads are over there. They had some head work done I think it was this one right here with a little cracked lip right there that the valves had to be changed out of a few of them. But we're gonna put these on now, and really the process of a 2 valve and a 4 valve is actually different. In a 2 valve, you actually start here in the middle, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But what you do is you torque them all down to 30, you turn them another 90 degrees, and you turn them another 90 degrees. So in the 4 valve motors, you actually, when you turn them to 30 and you turn them 90 degrees, then you loose them out a full turn. Then you come back, you put them back to 30, and then you crank them back to 90. But the 2 valve, the gas iron block, is actually just 30, 90, and 90. So yeah, I'm gonna torque these heads down. We're gonna get to timing the motor and pretty much just putting everything back on it. So let's get into it. First head is on, and I'm going to show you guys the torque sequence of a 2 valve 4.6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you go 30 pounds on the first round, then you go 90 degrees, 90 degrees again. So it's pretty simple. I'm going to install the second head now, and then start to assemble the timing, and then put everything back on the motor. So we're definitely gonna have this thing back together as soon as I get these heads on. So let's get to doing that. Alrighty, I think I'm gonna call it quits for today. It's almost an hour away from our curfew time in the Bahamas, so valve covers, intake manifold, exhaust manifolds, we should be done. So I'm gonna pick this up in the morning, where I'm probably more rested and more well prepared to deal with this. But oh my god, that blue and gold, that just, oh man, that looks so good. We have this beautiful beast back together. Everything is on it, just missing the AC compressor, power steering. Those are in the vehicle. We didn't want to open up those systems. Headers are on, valve covers are on, intake manifold on, throttle body on. Everything's pretty much on. When it goes in the car, then I'll put all the vacuum lines and stuff on it. I don't want those to get torn up while I'm installing the motor. But yeah, this thing is done. Alright guys, so it's been a freaking long 2 days. I actually started this video yesterday and finished it today. Ran into some hiccups working on the motor, but definitely we are done with it. I'm hoping that it performs like an animal and that we don't have any issues, but that's just hopes. We took 2 motors that weren't running and tried to make one, so you never know what's gonna happen. Hopefully it has good oil pressure, good fuel pressure, good spark plugs, good oiling, you know, stuff like that, where it'll last long. Put some good coolant in it. Once it's very well lubricated, not much can really go wrong from there. But the PI swap is done. A little information on it. When I did, this is a non-PI motor with a complete PI swap, which means PI heads, PI intake, PI throttle body, also PI timing chain cover. And so that's the components that you would need if you're doing a PI head swap. Not sure about the timing cover. I've seen people run non-PI timing covers as well, so I don't think it's a big deal. But I just went with all the new stuff. So timing cover from a PI motor, heads from a PI motor, intake from a PI motor, and throttle body from a PI motor. So we did the complete PI head swap. This thing should have a lot more ponies now. It should be like I think the PI motors had like 265, 275, something like that horsepower, and then you know they're gonna have some type of drivetrain loss to the rear wheels. But this thing should be pretty fun, like I said, if we put it in and it runs right. So that's all I have for you guys for today. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure to check the description for my PayPal donate link. It helps me to produce even better content for you guys. So also make sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed. Hit the bell next to it, turn on post notifications so you guys do not miss an upload. Make sure to like this video. It really does help get us out into a broader audience, help us to get in front of more car people, more car enthusiasts, and ultimately grows our community here on YouTube. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys for today. Always remember, don't drift without your dreams, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.